Living and working here means I get to share some of the most famous and heartbreaking ghost stories in American history. And one of the most well-known spirits in Gettysburg is Jennie Wade. Jennie Wade was just 20 years old during the Battle of Gettysburg in July of 1863. She wasn't a soldier. She wasn't involved in the fighting at all. She was simply trying to help. Jennie had been staying with her sister in a small house here in town. As the battle raged around Gettysburg, Jennie spent her time baking bread for Union soldiers who were fighting in the streets nearby. On the morning of July 3rd, Jennie was kneading dough in the kitchen when a stray bullet passed through two doors of the house and struck her in the back. She died instantly. That single bullet made Jennie Wade the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. And her story quickly became one of the most tragic moments in the town's history. Today, the house where Jennie died still stands, and it has become one of the most famous haunted locations in Gettysburg. Visitors often report strange activity inside the building. People have heard soft knocking sounds coming from the walls, even when there's no one else in the room. Others have reported the feeling that someone is standing nearby, watching quietly, even though the space appears completely empty. One of the most famous experiences involves coins. Guests on tours sometimes place coins on Jennie's grave or inside the house as a small tribute. And occasionally those coins have been reported to move on their own, sometimes shifting slightly or even falling over. Some paranormal investigators believe this might be Jennie's way of acknowledging visitors. Staff members working in the house have also reported seeing a young woman in period clothing standing near the staircase of the kitchen area. She never speaks. She simply appears for a moment and then fades away. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Jennie Wade's story reminds us that Gettysburg wasn't just a battlefield for soldiers. It was also a town full of ordinary people whose lives were forever changed by those 3 days in July of 1863. And sometimes it feels like Jennie is still here, quietly watching over the place where her story ended. If you'd like to hear more stories about Gettysburg spirits and the people behind them, we talk about Jennie and many other hauntings on our Echoes of War tour, our family-friendly ghost tour that explores the haunted side of this historic town. I'm Andy with Ghost City Tours, and this has been another tale from the tour.